Hi, my name is Sergio Lopez. I'm the head of integrated production for McCann London. I've been in the UK for 3.5 years, originally from Spain, but via Paris, New York and Chicago. London has a great combination of creativity. Geographically, it's fantastically placed in Europe. It has a convergence of, it's something between Europe and the rest of the world. It's a good gateway for that, especially coming from America, right? It has that mix of language-wise, people understand it. Culturally, it feels like the place where all Europe meets, and we have like some of the top European talent. It's a place that has history, that has creativity, variety, diversity. London has something that is one of those global cities that is very global in a way that it's one of the few international cities that has a lot of history, and not just history for the sake of history, but history in the arts, and that comes across on people that have gone to places like Central St. Martin's, history on finance, history on law, and that's something that when you reach a point in your career is something that you really value, because you're getting feedback from a place that has built that kind of skill set, that kind of reputation, as opposed to New York, which is vibrant but a much younger city, or Shanghai, or Singapore. I think that brings universality of ideas, right? That makes ideas get better. I mean, that's why cities like New York or London have some of the most awarded creativity in the world, because by having people from all around the world working on an idea from conception to execution, you touch the thing that brings what is universal to all cultures and would touch human nature, as opposed to something that might be just relevant for a market, something that is just a local joke. Personally and professionally, I'm one of those people that, because I've traveled around the world, I see the world as becoming more and more open. Brexit, I want to understand the implications that Brexit will have, and around me what it has created is a lot of fear and unsettlement on people around us, that they just don't know what is going to happen, and it feels like London for a while, I think it's creating the impression that it's going to become more looking inside as opposed to looking outside, which is what made it special. I think we're all just looking for a plan to see what it's actually gonna imply. Yeah, what can be done is giving people reassurance that London will be open for people. I think that Brexit, there is the real implications of Brexit, of what it's going to mean from a visa, citizenship, people working in a place, and then there is the perception, the more like cultural repercussion of Brexit, or the perception of what that decision made of England wanting to be, or the UK wanting to be separate from the rest of Europe, and making sure that we invest in helping people understand that the UK doesn't want to be just an isolated, inward-looking place, but rather a place that is universal and central, and that brings cultures and people together. Massively, because I work in production, and production is about bringing things together. It's the materialization of that. And when we bring things together for different markets, as we're doing more work centrally, and different audiences, we do need to bring people that understand the sensibilities of those markets, people that have different skill sets, people that have different backgrounds, and even actors that people at home can relate to. From a locations point of view, we do need to be able to travel to other places, and we do need to be able to bring people skill sets here that do things at a time where technology is advancing so fast that we are, from an advertising point of view, facing projects that push our boundaries, from AR, VR, live streaming, and we need to be able to tap the best in talent wherever they come from. Will become local. I mean, the global, it would stop being the European advertising capital, and I think that the work will suffer. I think that we will get to the UK being a culture that has a strong local culture, from comedy to visual to history. I think they will have a tendency to look inwards, and I'm not sure that will translate or travel And I think that will be detrimental. I think that will be a very much looking in kind of culture as opposed to looking out.